What's up, big ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power, Book 3, Raising Kanan. And this one right here is titled Marvin Kills Famous. But basically, I want to tweak it a little bit. Marvin killing Famous will lead to the death of Stefano. That is right, my good ass friends. I think this is going to be kind of a domino effect. Like all of them just gonna fall over after Famous goes down. I'm gonna explain to y'all how and why I see this playing out this way. I mean, obviously, I may not be 100% accurate on this, but don't be surprised if something similar to this ends up happening. Because I've been telling y'all Louis Land for a while now. I've been cooking on these theories, and this is one of the videos that I was telling y'all about up in the community, and I think it's gonna. I think it'll be dope if it ended up playing out like this. I mean, another tragedy that's going to be another video might end up coming out after this, but hey, it is what it is. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, as we know, at the end of season 3 of Raising Kanan, your boy Famous was arrested for the murder of Freddie, right? So they bust in due to his dumbass mama. And they arrested him. So last time we seen Famous, he was in the interrogation room being interrogated by the feds and, of course, the police force. They were trying to get him to flip on Howard, but of course, Famous wasn't doing it. He was like, no, he wants a lawyer, which is good on him. They let us know he's not a snitch. But the question is, does the rest of the family, the Thomas family, no, he's not a snitch? Because, of course, they're not in that room. But anyways, next, I believe after they're going to end up coming up short, they're not going to have much on Famous, and possibly with the help of the Thomas family lawyer, Famous will escape prison. And once he does escape, I think um, you know, I think he's gonna go out, and then of course, what I see happening to him, I think it's gonna be unfortunate. He's probably gonna miss his deal with that producer guy, maybe, or maybe he don't. But I can see something going on where he might end up needing to hustle again. And that's when, of course, his best friend, Kanan, comes in. And of course, they did some hustling together before. And I think Kanan is going to be very happy to see Fame. Like, he's going to be happy that he's out. He's going to tell him all about what has been happening. He might even just tell him about Howard being his dad. Who knows? I'm not exactly sure. But one thing that I do think he will tell Famous is the fact that his girlfriend right now, Crystal, is pregnant and that he's expecting a child. Famous being his best friend and, always being that goofy, happy, jolly guy, is going to be very happy for Kanan. He's going to crack a few jokes, some famous ass jokes. So we can see that. And, you know, I do, like I said, I do think, I don't know if he's going to get in heavy, but I just do believe he might get his hands a little dirty to maybe make a profit for whatever the reason it may be. And then after that, Famous is going to be involved in the game with. And of course, with him being involved with the game, that means he's going to, because Kane is going to be working under rock, as we know. If you don't know that yet, then you've been asleep. But Kane is going to be working with Rock. And with him working with Rock, that means Famous is also going to be attached to Rock. There's a reason why I'm telling y'all that, because it's going to make perfectly good sense later on in this video. Anyways, next, I believe in the midst of, all the drama, because keep in mind, we know that Unique is going to be this hell this season. He's going to be attacking any and everyone that he feel like betrayed him or did him dirty. And of course, he is going to be totally against the Thomas family, which includes Rock. And he knows that, he was the one that was working with Quan at first, right? So he's going to go and say, "You Shane Sean looking motherfucker." And I think he's going to end up killing Quan. Or something's going to happen that Rock is no longer going to be in business with Quan. So after Unique attacks them, gets done attacking them, he's not gonna let up. Like, he's gonna be going in. The ride ugly as hell. I've been telling y'all for a while, he's gonna be ugly as hell this season. But I believe after Quan lets Rock go, she's gonna have no choice but to go ahead and head to Stefano, the only other person that she knows for sure she can get some work from. And of course, like he said in season 3, "You're lucky I have a crush on you." So I think he's going to go ahead and supply Rock with product, right? So he's going to be the new plug for Rock. But of course, Unique, that doesn't mean he's going to stop, because I believe that, very similar to how we seen the beginning of Power, the original Power, people. What was happening? Somebody was hitting the organization from the inside. It's like it was somebody who knew the operation and was hitting them hard, and they just couldn't figure out who it was, to the point that they started, questioning their own primeros that they've been working with them for quite a while, and they were questioning their loyalty because they just couldn't figure it out who it was that was doing it. So, also very similar to the original Power, what happened in Power, people, when they kept getting it wrong? Because first, let's remember this. At first, they thought it was Annabelle. Then they thought it was Ruiz. Then they thought it was Rolla. So there's 3 people that they went through. And of course, it was Kanan the Glass who ended up pointing Ghost towards Rolla, because he wanted to take out his basically his allies that he had, so that when he got out, he could just take over the whole thing. So this is the same tactic that your boy Unique is using. But of course, Unique was the originator of this. Kanan learned this from Unique, because Unique is Breeze, people. So what's important is what happened. Eventually, Ghost was pressured by his best friend Tommy, and also, of course, getting confirmation from his other best friend Kanan, 2 people that he saw as a brother. He was like, "Damn, Roland must really did that shit," and he ultimately took him out. Right? So I believe here in this season, Raising Kanan, there's a high possibility that eventually, once Unique continuously delivers this nonstop assault on Rock's organization, and it's to the point that it's starting to hurt Stefano's business. Because keep in mind, he is now the supplier. So if Unique is taking out her people, burning down her businesses and stuff, stealing her product and money, that means he is also hitting Stefano's pockets. So that is going to be a problem. So I can see him having a meeting with Rock and possibly Marvin as well, and be like, "Look, somebody in your organization is dirty." And then after doing some digging, I think Unique is going to plant. Keep in mind, just like Ghost, just like Kanan did to Ghost, I think Unique is going to plant something to make them think that it was Famous. Because keep in mind, earlier I told y'all Famous is going to be working with Kanan now. So they might be saying Famous is ratting. Famous is the one behind all of this BS that's going on. I'm not exactly, I haven't figured out what the evidence that they're going to have that's going to make it seem like, it's Famous, but Famous is not going to be snitching. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be somebody else. Of course, that somebody else is going to be unique. But anyways, it's going to be just like Power. They're going to be searching for answers, trying to find out who it is. So I think he might be telling them, look, out of respect for you, I decide I'll let you handle it, but that boy has to go. And I can actually see Rock saying no because she already know how bad it hurt. She's already in bad terms with her son Kanan. And she's going to remember how bad it hurt Kanan when D Wiz was taken out. So if she was to go behind his back and also take out his best friend Famous, Kanan will never forgive her. And I think she's going to consider that and say, and reject his offer without proof. Because remember, Ghost wouldn't take out Roller without any proof as well. So what I can see happening is that shout out to No Label for this photo. As y'all can see, I snagged it from him. Hey, it's all good, man. But anyways, I could possibly see because as we know, Stefano will be doing business with Marvin this season. We've seen a couple of them already. And this could also be another side job where he ends up supposed to take out the taking out Famous. And he was like, look, I understand that the reason why your sister doesn't want to, wouldn't want to get her hands involved because of, being a mother. I understand that. But at the same time, he's got to go. And he going to make that pitch to Marvin. And so the mission undercover is going to be to take out his nephew's best friend. And it's kind of ironic because keep in mind, Lou took out the first best friend, and then his other uncle, Marvin, takes out the other. It's going to suck that his uncles serve both of his best friends. So he's going to go ahead and find him, catch him slipping, just like similar to, this situation. Or maybe he might even lead to, find a way to get him led to a certain location so that he can take him out. Very similar to how Lou did with D Wiz, right? And then after that, he catches him slipping and he puts the gun on him. And Famous is shocked. And Famous is like, yo, Marvin, what's going on? What's good? And he's going to tell him that, he heard about him being a snitch. And basically, he's going to show him the evidence that he has, even though it's going to be BS evidence, but it's going to look very much like Famous is the one behind it. So ultimately, he's going to have to do what he got to do. And I think Famous is going to say his last word. He'll be like, yo, just tell K that, good, I said, good luck with him to be with his son or something like that. I think he's going to say whatever, a dying declaration. And I think he's going to leave it for Kanan and possibly his mom. And after that, Marvin is going to go ahead and put him down. And after that, I believe Rock, once finding out that Famous is now gone, she's going to deliver the news to Kanan. And of course, with all the rumors going around about a snitch, and stuff like that, Kanan's going to instantly think that his mom was the one behind it. Because think about this. She did this once before. She did this with D Wiz. So if she did it with D Wiz, why wouldn't she do it with Famous? It's going to be very similar to. It's crazy how much of a parallels Rock and Ghost has. Because just like remember season 5, episode 9, once Kanan was taken out, Tommy didn't believe Ghost had nothing to do with Kanan being taken out, but it wasn't until Tariq confirmed it to him that he believed him. But either way, she's going to be trying to tell her son, look, I had nothing to do with that. That wasn't my call. You got to believe me. And you can tell it looks like she's almost on a break. She looked like she's about, in tears in this particular photo here. And I just so happen to think this might be the moment she have to deliver that news. And Kane is gonna basically not mess with her no more after that. After that, he's gonna be like, now you did this and you gonna pay for this or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be totally against her, and this time she's actually going to be telling the truth. But that's what happens. It's like the boy who cries wolf. When you lie so much, when you're finally telling the truth, nobody's going to believe you. So that's what I think will happen. And of course, that's where this image here come from. Kanan's gonna take the news. He's gonna be very hurt about it. It's gonna be down. And also, I seen an exclusive clip not too long ago. Just seen him being at a grave site. I believe that was Famous grave site that he ended up going to. Also, with the rumors that they saying Jessica returning. Remember, I talked about this before. I believe the reason Jessica will return is for the funeral of Famous. But anyways, next, after that encounter, and of course, him being angry at his mother, he's going to try and find his own plug. Because he's like, man, F my mama. I'm not messing with her no more. I can do this shit on my own. And also something else I wanted to point out. If you pay attention to the trailer, the song that's being played, the Public Enemy song, Can't Trust This. Basically, they're constantly talking about trust. I believe this season is going to have a lot to do with trust. It's like a lot of your past coming back to hunt. I've been constantly saying this throughout me promoting Raising Kanan season 4, that the things that these characters have done in the past is going to come back to hunt them this season. So Rock, in her case, all the lies that she's told in her past is now coming back to hunt her, because now when she's telling the truth, no one's going to believe her. So I believe he's going to try to make a pitch to Stefano, and obviously we've seen in the trailer that he told her, I work with your mom, kid, not you. So basically, he's going to reject Kanan's offer. Then, after him rejecting them, I can see Kanan going back, and he's going to go scorch earth, and he's going to look for the killer of his best friend, Famous. But of course, he's not going to know that it was his Uncle Marvin, because just like when Lou took out D Wiz, they're going to keep it a secret. I think Rock may know Marvin did it, possibly. Maybe not though. She won't know. Because keep in mind, like I told y'all, I think she's gonna reject it. She's like, nah, I can't do that to my son. So Marvin's gonna have to, wear that burden to go ahead and do it, because Rock couldn't stomach herself to do that one. So, with that being said, Kanan's going to be looking for whoever it was that was behind the death of his best friend. And that's when we get this one right here. Remember in the trailer, he's saying, if you want some real loot, then get me some answers. I believe he's looking for answers for whoever took out his best friend. Like I already discussed, this kid right here that we see in this particular image might be Ghost. Not 100% sure yet, but this might very well be Ghost. And if it is, He's telling them to find me some information because he's looking for revenge. And then, of course, you got this image where Glass Unique comes. He bursts into Kanan's apartment while he's gone, and I think he might just, because he's coming there for Kanan, and Kanan's not going to be there possibly. But what's going to end up happening is maybe, who knows, he might just sit there and stay. You need gangster as hell. He ain't scared of no damn Kanan. He ain't as hell. So he either way, I think that's where we will get this image possibly from. Maybe this is a talk that he has with Kanan. And he's like, look, I was originally coming here to sell your little lad. He ain't gonna be like this, of course, but I'm just saying. But anyways, he's gonna find out that he's against his mother because she took out his best friend. She did him dirty. And I think just like Kanan told Ghost, it's crazy how we keep going back, y'all. I'm telling y'all, these parallels are crazy. Just like Kanan told Tariq with Ghost, he gonna be like, she turned her back on me too. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Kanan told Tariq that. Turned his back on me too. Want to get him back? And I think just like Kanan told Tariq, Unique is gonna be like, want to get her back. And that's when they are going to start working. Because I think this is episode 4. Because remember, in episode 4's description, it says Unique is going to form an unlikely alliance. This is that alliance. Unique and Kanan. So once they form their alliance, now he will have a plug with the new mob boss from New Jersey. What's his name? Phil Russo. So now Kanan has a plug. He doesn't need Stefano. And guess what? He's not going to like Stefano. Unique is not going to like Stefano. So what's going to happen? Kanan they will both have him as an enemy in some kind of way. Unique is going to tell them the information he knows, but he's going to manipulate it. And that's how, because keep in mind, Unique is the one that manipulated the whole situation. So he's going to find a way to make sure that Kanan finds out that it was none other than Stefano and Marvin who was behind the death of his best friend. And I think after that, Kanan will find a way to infiltrate and catch Stefano slipping. And you remember this image here. This is the last part of the trailer. Famous last words. Remember he said that. Now, a lot of us was like, he could be saying that those were famous last words before he died, or he could be just saying a quote. But I think it's possible that, remember, like I told y'all, when Marvin had the gun on him, he's going to give his dying declaration and leave a message for Kanan and possibly for his mom. And I think it's possible after Marvin took out Famous, when he went back to report to Stefano, he told him exactly what happened and told Stefano what's the last thing he said. And right before Kanan puts him down, he arrogantly says, famous last words. After whatever those words is, he's going to repeat it and say famous last word, and Kanan puts one in the middle of his head. And that will be the end of your boy, Stefano. So, there you have it, my good lad friends. I know this is kind of a long video. Hey, I had to cover it all. So that is how ultimately your boy Famous will be put down and your boy Stefano. Both characters' death predicted by me right here. Now, who knows? It might turn out like that. It might not. But hey, you gotta admit that's some hell of a writing if it does turn out like that. Sometimes, boy, they should just call me up and let me write some of these episodes. But anyways, though, definitely let me know in these comments what y'all thinking about it. Could you possibly see this bit going down to be the end of both Famous and Stefano? Let me know all of that and more in the comments. But like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share if you're glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.